Hi, my name is Trey Adams, and today I'm going to be telling you guys 5 things that the people of medieval Europe used to shape their society. The first thing is the feudal system. There's 4 tiers in the feudal system. The kings, the nobles, the knights, and the peasants. The kings were the highest, the peasants were the lowest. It's pretty self-explanatory. This was a way to show your social class in the society. Pretty much when you were born into one of these classes, you had to stay there. It was pretty strict on, you really couldn't move classes. Another thing is the church. The church was perhaps the most powerful influence of this whole entire time. They had influence over birth, marriage, and death, the 3 most important things to some people in this entire world. They were also the wealthiest landowner in this time. They had the most extravagant buildings. They were extremely wealthy. They employed a lot of people. Another thing is the power of the people. This kind of goes back to the feudal system. The top 2 tiers had a lot of power, and the bottom 2 tiers didn't have much power at all. Despite what people think, the democracies of this time really weren't democracies. Some people think that they were sort of just like our democracy, but they really weren't. There really wasn't much power in the people. The people really didn't have much say in what went. Just the people in the top 2 tiers of the feudal system did. Another thing is equality. Equality was really big in monasteries, not so much in everyday life. In monasteries, they're all equal, except for the really, really high up people who've been there a long time. They use seniority as a form of government. For example, say a noble was coming to the monastery and he wanted to enter the monastery. Well, he would have his slaves with him, carrying his luggage and all of his stuff, and the moment he stepped into that monastery, he no longer had slaves, because the slaves were now his equals. Another thing is the law. The law of this time in the monasteries was the Benedictine rule. This sort of overflowed into secular life. It was kind of comfortable to the people. It had kind of a constitutional feel to it. People liked it. And thank you guys for your time, and have a nice night.